Tomorrow night, 3rd District Congressional candidates will face off in a debate. But one of the candidates, Adrian Smith, the incumbent, won't be there. His Republican opponent is coming under fire for changing his stance on 2 key issues. News 5's Lauren Conley joins us live in the studio with the details. Lauren?
Colin, the Nebraska Watchdog alleges that Republican Congressional candidate Tom Brewer has flip-flopped when it comes to Obamacare and the Keystone XL Pipeline. But I spoke with retired Colonel Brewer today, and he says he stood his ground.
I didn't flip-flop. Their facts are wrong.
At a meet-and-greet event in Hastings Tuesday, Republican Congressional candidate Tom Brewer was on the defensive.
And keep in mind, that interview was the very first day of the campaign. And I hadn't heard anything about him, didn't know anything about him. And I said, well, we need to find out the truth about it.
Brewer is referencing a quote from the Nebraska Watchdog in which he stated the Keystone XL Pipeline may need, quote, fair examination and not a party line stance. But Tuesday,
we've already got dozens of pipelines going through Nebraska. Environmentalists have looked at this, and everyone has said that there's no impact. Why would we not want to have our oil and the Canadian oil be available to us to use?
His stance was in line with his party.
To fully understand Obamacare, you have to really be a good student for a long time because it's very complex.
While the Watchdog quotes Brewer saying he supports Medicaid expansion, he says that's far from the truth. Brewer does say that at its core, insurance for all Americans is a good thing.
That's the part that's so, I guess, disappointing about it, because that was the concept. But the way it's shaped is so many people lost their policies that the ones that gained policies, it didn't balance out.
News 5 reached out to incumbent Congressman Adrian Smith about Brewer's stance on the issues.
Well, I can't speak to, his positions exactly or, what motivates them, but I can tell you that I work hard to be consistent, certainly a consistent conservative for the 3rd District of Nebraska.
Brewer and Democratic candidate Mark Sullivan will debate tomorrow at the Old Middle School in Hastings at 7 p.m. And Congressman Smith tells me that he's unable to make it because he has committee meetings and floor votes this week in Washington. Katie and Colin.